What is going on, Adventure Nation? We're just outside of Winslow, Arizona at a place called McHood Park. Pretty cool place.
Free camping.
Free camping. We're going to roll just up the road again, heading towards Las Vegas, kind of staying in that I-40 Route 66 thing, but I don't think we'll hit Vegas today, so we'll roll the cameras and see what we've got to show you guys. This is the Motorhome Experiment. This McHood Park is pretty crazy. It's about 6 miles outside of Winslow, Arizona. It is free camping.
This one I found it in freecampsites.net.
It's got some pull-through sites. It's got some just random sites. You can see down here there's a van park down there by the picnic table, so you can kind of just parallel
today,
park down there.
There was another Class A with a tow car over there too, so plenty of space.
Yep. And then the pull-throughs are designated by these white posts. You know what? Let me show you guys around just a little bit. So as you can see, it's dead out here. There, as far as I can tell, there's, well, 3 of us in this area. I think there's one other camper up over the hill. I don't know what's up over there. We're not gonna check that out because I don't want to go somewhere where I don't know if I can turn around or not. So we are going to continue our trek down I-40 West and Route 66. And there is some little stops along the way that we'll do. We're getting back into more familiar territory where Lori and I have been before. We'll do a quick stop, obviously, in Flagstaff and probably overnight in Williams. What do you think about that?
We're not sure. I mean, we literally are not sure. We're going to drive and see how far we can go. Yeah. And let's take it from there.
Yeah, and I do want to get some work done today, so hopefully we'll get in somewhere early. Yeah, right, like that's going to happen. But for now, what do you say we head into Winslow?
Yep.
And what would a trip to Winslow, Arizona be if we didn't stand on the corner?
Right here.
We are actually standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. There is a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down, but she's not really looking at me. She kind of seems to be looking over in that direction there, but pretty cool. They've got some statues here of the boys from the Eagles. One there, one there. So, kind of cool. Well, that was kind of a cool stop.
It was very cool. I was expecting this tiny, teeny town, like a dusty town, but no, it's actually a very cute town.
Yeah, and you know, now every time we hear the song, Take It Easy, then we know that this is where they were talking about. So, kind of cool. Time to roll westerly again.
Sir.
And this part of Route 66 here in downtown Winslow is one way west, one way east. And there's a couple of different places where it's like that. It's like that in Williams as well. And Williams is one of our favorite little towns, and I'm thinking that's where we're going to spend the night because it's just cool.
It's a very cute little town. The train that goes to the Grand Canyon goes out from there, so that's kind of cool stuff because of that. And there's a little restaurant we love. It's just like a country restaurant. Very cute. But this time of the year is freaking cold in there.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
We could get snow. A lot of times we just fall into certain things, and we were reading the Route 66 guide, just getting ready to head out of town, and read about the Winslow Remembrance Garden, so we had to stop by and take a look at this. Very, very cool. Basically what happened, and I'm paraphrasing here, and of course always check my information as usual, but there was a reporter that was talking to some of the city officials, and he said, hey, what are you guys doing for the remembrance of 9/11? And they said, well, we really, didn't really have anything in mind. And somebody said they'd heard that you could get some of the pieces from the World Trade Center. And so they researched it, made a call to New York. New York said, yes, they've got these 2-foot long things that you can get, girders that you can buy out of the World Trade Center, or you can get out of the World Trade Center anyways. But they needed a proposal. So the city literally put together a proposal overnight. They sent it in to the guys in New York. New York loved it so much, they said, not only are we going to give you 2-foot girders, we're going to give you 10-foot girders. So they're like, oh, that's great. Well, it's September 3rd. We don't have any way to get them here. You can't just, FedEx them or UPS them or put them at the USPS. So what are we going to do? They made a call to Walmart Transportation. Walmart Transportation sent a couple of guys and a truck from Phoenix to New York City, grabbed the 2 pillars, 2 girders, and brought them here, no charge. That's very cool, Walmart. Very, very cool. So a neat memorial here in Winslow for 9/11, which is kind of something we weren't expecting.
Not here in Winslow, Arizona, but it was cool. It's cool to see.
How crazy is this place?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's one of the best free campings around the Grand Canyon, north and south. Even Ozzy loves it. Look at that. Ozzy.
All right, so this particular spot is a fire road just outside of Williams, Arizona. There's a ton of these fire roads between Williams and the south rim of the Grand Canyon off of US 64. It might be Arizona 64.
Also Flagstaff.
Flagstaff, the whole area around here. So these fire roads, as long as it's either an 1/8 or a 1/4 of a mile off of the main road, but you can always tell because there's going to be all of these big loops. The actual fire road is over here. We came in, around, did the loop, around into this area here, and then got turned around in here. But you can see there's a fire pit here. There's a fire pit over there a little ways. There's another fire pit there, and then there's a fire pit on the other side. So there's usually 4 or 5 different areas where people can camp in each of the loop, and each loop is usually, or each fire road normally has a dozen or 2 dozen of these loops, so it's pretty cool. And even Ozzy likes it.
Yeah, I think that was our first mistake the first time we did this, that we thought like each fire road, it was only one spot, but it's not. It's like there is like a lot of little streets with a lot of spots in each one.
Yeah, if it was a busy weekend, you might have other campers around, or it's a great spot if you want to come with several campers and have a little, powwow. So it's very, very cool. We're going to do a little bit of work, and then we will take the car and head into Williams. We're only probably maybe 5 miles from Williams.
Or
what?
The opposite.
What?
First we go before the sun goes down. So
and then come back out and work. I guess that's the plan.
What do you think, Ozzy?
He wants to play. All right, let's get the slides out. This is Fire Road 71, literally just outside of Williams. But as you're driving along, all of this little loops, fire pits, or people have already made them.
I would say you can probably spot them because of the fire pits.
Really cool. You just have to be careful. A lot of sharp rocks and stuff, so you want to drive careful. And you don't want to do this in one of the bigger rigs because it is certainly tight in some spots.
I still think it's doable. Like some spots are doable.
Oh, those people there, they have a very nice spot.
Yeah, I like their RV too.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, we might have to hang out with them later. That's awesome. Williams is a cute little town on Route 66. We're about 200 miles from Vegas or so, and it is at, I think, 7,000 feet, something there. We could get snow in the next couple of days. That's not something we're looking forward to, and I'm assuming that it is going to get pretty cold here tonight.
Well, I look at the forecast, and yeah, there's not going to be snow, but usually at this time of the year should be snow already.
Yeah.
Thank you, global warming.
Yeah. Okay, Lori.
Yes.
So they don't have a small flight.
They don't. I usually
So how
get
many-
a flight of like 3 or 4 just to have little tasters of a bunch of beers because I'm still starting out with beers, but in this place...
They don't. So how many are you getting?
This is the only one they have. 8.
8 beers, Lori.
Yeah, they're going to be tiny though, I think. I hope.
I'm going to have to carry her to the car. What do you mean you don't get to choose
I
what
don't get
beers?
to choose the beers. It's just basically 8 local beers, craft beers.
Oh, cool. All right. And then we're going to do pizza. I think the margarita pizza here is going to be on the agenda. Got a great view out into Little Williams. It's awesome.
So that one's really good. I would honestly say that one till the end. It's kind of more like dessert. Okay? All right.
That's a lot of beer, Lori.
And a lot of information too.
Lorena did pretty good with her 8 beers in the flight. I think you did, what, 5.5?
5.
Or maybe 5?
Yeah.
But then she brought home some 45-gallon drums. Look at the size of those things.
They're huge. Like, you cannot like see it in the video, but they're huge.
Go ahead, take one out of there.
Like, they said it was, what, 32 ounce?
32 ounce.
This is what they had.
Look at that.
Like, to sell. So it's like the size of my face, pretty much.
That's a big can of beer, so she's got some drinking to do. And while we're here in Williams, we couldn't leave without going over to the Railroad Hotel. I don't know if it's called the Grand Canyon Railroad Hotel or what it's called now. But no, check this out.
I know.
at nighttime here in the streets in Williams. They obviously have carriage rides.
We
Pretty
didn't know
cool.
that. Oh, and by the way, here, usually the train goes to the Grand Canyon in the daytime, but in the winter time, they do a Polar Express.
Yes.
So you get to just be with your PJs and take the Polar Express to a fake Santa's village or something like
Yes.
that.
They have a Santa's village out in the middle of the forest somewhere, and you go out there on the train. So
We have
kinda cool.
always wanted to do it, but we always feel weird that we don't have kids, so it will be those creepy people
The creepy
on the
people
train.
in their PJs on the train to the Polar Express without children. Yeah.
So probably
No.
we need to borrow a kid somewhere.
With a camera. Borrow a kid. That even sounds worse.
Just, okay, babysit a kid.
Babysit somebody's kid. This is the Grand Canyon Railroad Hotel, and this is where you can catch train to the south rim of the Grand Canyon. And as we were talking about earlier, this is, and as you can see the people running around in their pajamas, is where they take off and do the Polar Express, and it's this Santa Claus thing. So pretty cool seeing all the families out here right now getting ready to hit the train in their PJs. You actually want us to dress in the same PJs and stuff?
See, it's part of the fun. It might be me, it might be the 4.5 fly beers talking, but it's good.
Okay, Lori, you gotta go yell in there and make the meter go up. You gotta yell that you believe. You're supposed to say I believe, not just scream.
I don't think I can say I believe that loud.
I don't think I made it.
No, again.
He did it.
It's almost the same as you.
See, he did it.
And you?
My voice is too low, I think.
Oh, please.
I couldn't get the believe-o-meter to go all the way to the top because I think my voice is too low. I think you have to have a high voice.
No, you have to be married.
I guess you have to believe, actually. I don't believe.
This is a Grinch of Christmas right here.
I am the Grinch of Christmas, yes. Lori and I just tried to get our picture of Santa Claus, but they said since we're not wearing pajamas, we can't do that.
We have no kids.
And we don't have any kids. No, they didn't say that.
Children of all ages, come on down to the Little Red Stage between cars K and J. The show will begin in 10 minutes.
So cool. How cool is that, Lori?
I know.
All the people dressed up.
Dressed in PJs. How comfortable is that going into the train?
They start the whole process with the conductor there on the platform talking about, you know, loading up and have you all been good and all aboard. It's really cool.
Did you write your letter to Santa?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right, Lori, let's get back to the RV before it's too dark and we can't find our way.
We'll find our way somehow.
Wow, even Williams is all lighting up. Check that out. We're gonna have to do a drive around before we leave.
Route 66.
Uh-oh. Lori's about to get hit by a car. You're gonna have to excuse our appearance this morning, or at least my appearance. I mean, you never have to excuse her appearance, but
That's when we wake up.
we've always seen people coming out in the morning and having breakfast by a fire, and we've never done that. We always thought it was crazy. One, because it was early in the morning, but we woke up 8:30 here outside of Williams, and decided that,
So pretty.
yeah, it's so pretty. How can you not? Like, take a look at this. Okay, we got the fire going, which is a huge fire pit. We're only using a little tiny piece of it. And then just check this out. Like, this is, we missed the Southwest. This is our backyard this morning. We're the only ones out here on the fire road. Ozzy's even enjoying it out there. He's just rolling around, having a good old time.
Oh, I'm gonna
And
clean him.
Lori's gonna have to clean him before we go back in the RV, but we're just doing a simple little oatmeal breakfast this morning. I'm a straight oatmeal guy. I don't put anything in it. Lori's got all kinds of crazy goodness in hers.
Pecans, blueberries, and cranberries.
I just do a little bit of sweetener and that's it. All that other weird stuff gets in my mouth.
He's just so weird. He will not eat cereal with banana because he thinks it is weird.
Oh, cereal with banana is definitely weird.
Put in the comments if you do it or you think it's weird. Like,
yeah, tell her in the comments how weird bananas are.
I'm trying to change his mind.
Oh man, this is awesome. I might even have to take off my jacket, even though it's chilly out. This fire is doing a good job. We are all done with our morning fire and breakfast, but I want to show you guys something that really, really bothers me, and I want to make sure that this is something that, you know, people get the word out about. I know none of you guys do this, but check out inside of this fire here. You know, we've gathered all of this up, all the plastic bottles, all more plastic here, all this garbage left out here in this. Look at this place. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful space. And then this stuff here as well. Look. Like, this is mine. We were bringing it out and we were looking at this. This is mine. So I'm not gonna blame somebody for that. This here, this is stuff that was left all around the fire and all around this area, and we're gonna bag it all up and take it out with us. But just remember, folks, when you come into a beautiful boondocking area like this, if you pack it in, pack it out. Like, I realize that might have been, you know, somebody in a van or just a car in a tent, so they don't have enough room, but if you had enough room to get it in here, you have enough room to get it out. Put it in a garbage bag, and or the bag from the grocery store or the convenience store, wherever you got it, put it in that bag, and then the first gas station that you stop at, put it in the garbage. Like, there's garbage all over here. We picked up some of the other beer bottles and stuff and already put it in the garbage. But if you pack it in, pack it out. That's my rant. We got to go now. This is where we're going to call this one. So if this is your first time here, it would be awesome if you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date on all of our travels. And it would be equally as cool if you liked the video, share it with some friends, and we'll see you again soon in another one. Take care now. Bye. There is a girl, my lord, in a flatbed floored.
There's a girl.
There we go.